Huge honor. I get it. Huge honor.
Hello everybody, I'm Huge Honor, and it's a huge honor to welcome you to episode 16 of our Crystal Hunt playthrough with the Audible Lore mod. Hopefully today will be the last one. In last episode we finished all the Targaryen lores. We're now ready to try the other ending. But before we do that, I thought we'll just finish our Targaryen Preservation Society lore. There's only a few more left, and I had a look why they weren't showing up in the Targaryen dungeon. It's actually because there's some scattered in the Eridan Kingdom outposts first, and they kind of go back and forth. So I thought I'll do a compilation, and yeah, let's get this going. And actually, there's one more over here that I forgot to get.
My Dalgarian is rusty, but I think I'm almost done with my translations. I wonder how we will open the gate though. If you are Dalgarian, just wait patiently until the return of the Kemenet. Jokes aside, it will probably take the power of all our thralls combined to make the slightest crack on that door. I read all the books on the Kemenet in our library and found no traces of ways to open that door. And of course, with no Dalgarians left to tell us their secrets, our research will surely be quite tedious. Old legends or not, I'm sure the Sword of Na is real. The weather around here is not normal. I worry that strong sorcery is active here. And if the Eye finds out about this place, we're toast. Maybe I can get Rayan to request more guards around here. I find it unsettling to be near such level of corruption.
Yeah, that's quite ironic. Talk about how to open the door when it's open already. I probably could have gotten that in the tutorial. Anyways, let's get going with the last bits of the Targaryen Preservation lore.
Theron, we found a great candidate. Their potential for sorcery is absolutely terrifying, and they have the physical abilities to match. There is a very good chance for them to be the perfect vessel. We set them on the path of the trial. The hope is that their thirst for power may lead them to believe in the Kemenet prophecy. So far, our strategy is to not intervene. We will let them complete the whole trial by themselves. And they seem to be doing excellent so far. Rayan.
Rayan, how are your candidates coming? Our calculations are alarming. What we found is that we may have less than a few years to save Bayeth. It is absolutely critical that we put all efforts in this endeavor. The foreign.
I have been retrieved by the royal force, but I somehow feel more in danger now. I'm being sent back to Altea, but not the way I hoped. They say I have been corrupted by the wild folk, that I must be purified. With the current crusade against corruption that the Queen started, I can only imagine what that means. I hope the Preservation Society will help me somehow. I don't want to die so young.
Rayan, our latest observations confirmed our calculations. If we don't do anything, our whole world will suffer once again. A major extinction event within the next 5 years. Time is absolutely critical. We must find a way to use the PMN once again. Rayan, I implore you, please expose our knowledge to the Queen. Let the truth be clear and coordinate planet-scale action to find a potential candidate to operate the PMN. The survival of everyone and everything depends on us. The foreign.
Theron, the Queen is too obsessed with purity to ever come around to the reality of our situation. Even basic astronomy, as we understand it, would be considered heretical at the royal court. Imagine trying to explain to the Queen what a neutron star is when her understanding of the world is that people are either pure in the absence of sorcery or corrupted by it. Our studies put us thousands of years ahead of the rest of Eridan thanks to the Dalgarians. I will not risk compromising our mission just to receive help from the Queen. Our vessel candidate is doing exactly what we need, and does not suspect a thing, as far as I know. Rayen.
Well, at that he's wrong, because we do suspect a thing. Alright, and here we are. Completed everything. We definitely know what's going on now, and now we have a choice. Do we want to save Bayeth by being a vessel and sacrificing ourselves? Or do we not care about that and just want to get the sword? Well, for completion's sake, we're going to get the sword this time. Hello, old friend. Well, this time we know what you are. You are the PMN, and you're there to vent the societal energy that's stored up in this moon into space in order to save Bayeth. But unfortunately, we are being used as a vessel, and we are being sacrificed. Now, the correct thing to do would be to go through with it, but for completion's sake, we're not going to grab you right away. And first, we're going to do the emergency shutdown sequence, which we've learned through the different pieces of lore. For that, we need to flash different submodules in a different way. We're starting with this one. If we look inside our journal, I believe this one should be in the Realist Spying, page 3. Condalarum imbue for your own hand. Okay, 3 times Condalarum, which is lightning. As we can hear, that was correct. We go to the second submodule. This one is 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we're going to find. It is in Incident Report, Fatal Incident Report, page 3, and it says correctly imbued first fuse with Valularum, which is fire, and then Sankalarum, which is gravity, and then they did Valularum again and they died from that, so we should do Sankalarum again, and that's correct. And then lastly, this one's a bit tricky. First of all, let's look at the order in our blueprint. This is the one. If we can look, it's not very visible in this light. Essentially 1, 2, 3, that's the Targaryen numbers for 1, 2, 3. So you go from top to bottom, and in the court hearing we actually learn which ones. Yeah, Condalarum on low, but remember that should be last. Valularum on mid and Sankalarum on high. So Sankalarum is gravity on high. Then we do Valularum on mid. And lastly, Condalarum on low. There we go. We performed the emergency shutdown sequence on all the submodules. So now, in theory, we should be able to remove the convergence rod, also known as the Sword of Na. this time we're not trapped. Oh, there was an error with this submodule. That's an issue. This one breaks as well. And now this one doesn't get correctly focused on the vessel, but instead fires straight into the pyramid itself, which causes it to become unstable. And I think it's our cue to leave. Doesn't look like this tower's gonna survive it. Well, that is a problem for Bayeth. There's no way to vent the societal energy anymore.
The truth is ugly. We are doomed to be destroyed by self-serving individuals. If you doubt my words, look to the rampant pursuit of avarice and moral decay that pervade this world, and tell me I am wrong.
Oh, so you got the Blade and Sorcery secret ending, eh? Congratulations, mate. You must be feeling pretty sated right now. So, goodbye and good luck. Cheers. More content. 5 years of early access updates and you want more content. That's it. I'm going back to YouTube. Where's my hat?
And there we have it. That's it. And yeah, whatever you think about the way about which the Targaryens went to ensure the survival of the world, whatever you think is, if it's moral or not, I think Talsio's right. People like us who are greedy, they don't care about the end of the world. They care about getting a cool sword. If Talshi and the rest would have succeeded by destroying all the evidence to tell us of the contrary, that the Chemnet project is actually real, I think it would have worked. But unfortunately, we did find out the truth, and we were able to utilize the emergency shutdown sequence to get the sword. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to every person who helped out create this mod. I mean, there's like almost 40 people involved in this, and I think it turned out amazing. So much fun to just listen to everything, and Warpfrog did such a good job as well with not only the game but also the lore. Created something that people are interested in delving into. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys. And yeah, as always, it was a huge honor.